How often you visit your relatives?
Well, to be honest, these days I do not often visit my relatives because most of my relatives do not live close by. Only during long vacations, especially in the summer vacations, I visit them.
What do you most enjoy when you visit your relatives?
Well, there are loads of things that I really enjoy. Most of the time, I love to visit my aunt who lives in Delhi, and I have a great connection with her. I love gossiping with her, and she loves to cook something special for me every time I visit her. In fact, my cousins are also of my age, so together we have a lot of fun.
Do you think people visit their relatives less these days?
I agree that people do not often visit their relatives, and it is primarily because of technology. They have so many options to remain in contact with their near and dear ones, for example, using their mobiles or different social networking apps such as Facebook's, Instagram, and many more. Because of that, they really don't feel the need of actually visiting their relatives.
Are you a punctual person?
Yes, definitely. I'm very punctual by nature. I understand the value of time. Because of that, I always wear a watch and try to do everything on time.
How do you manage your time?
To manage my time, I always follow a set routine. I make a timetable of the things that I have to do during the day, and I make sure that I do and complete everything or every task on time, and that really help me to manage my time.
Why do some people fail to manage their time?
It's quite common to see people not being able to manage their time, and the fact is that they are very careless and lethargic by nature. They never ever try to do the things on time and always keep on procrastinating, and this is perhaps the reason why they fail handling the things on time.
Do you have a kitchen garden at home?
Yes, indeed. I live in a big house with enough open area. There is a kitchen garden where we have grown some of the vegetables as well as herbs.
How important it is to have a kitchen garden at home?
I personally believe it is quite important to have a kitchen garden at home. People can enjoy some fresh vegetables that are grown without the use of any kind of pesticide that obviously have very high nutritious value.
What are some of the common vegetables people grow in your area at home?
There are quite a few variety of vegetables that people grow in their kitchen gardens. I must say Indians make use of ginger, tomatoes, green chilies, at the same time herbs like coriander, mint in their cuisines on regular basis. So these are some of the vegetables that are commonly grown in my country at homes. Well, I never hesitate to take advice of my seniors or my friends whenever I do not have any solution to the problem I'm facing. Here, I would like to share an experience when I recently received an advice from one of my friends related to my study. The fact is that recently I was preparing for the Ielts exam, and especially in the writing part I was facing a lot of difficulty. Since I was not able to afford to join an Ielts institute, so there was no one to guide me how I could improve my writing skills. So I shared this trouble with one of my friend who recently attempted the IELTS exam and achieved desired bands, and he helped me out by giving a wonderful suggestion. I told him that for me the biggest challenge is the spelling and grammatical mistakes. I am committing these mistakes over and over. At the same time, I do not have impressive vocabulary to present my essays. After listening to my problem, my friend gave me a wonderful advice. He suggested me rather than using pen and paper to write my essays, I should first get into habit of typing my essays on a laptop. That would really help me because applications like MS Word highlight the spelling as well as grammatical mistakes. So by typing, I can get to know where the spelling mistakes are, and the application will also let me know about the correct spellings. Apart from this, he also suggested me a few applications that I can download on my mobile that would help me to improve my vocabulary. In fact, he suggested me to note down new vocabulary words that I learn on a separate notebook and to rehash them again and again. So, I acted upon the advice of my friend and I started to practice with the help of computer as well as the applications that he advised, and within no time I started to see improvement in the writing section of the Ielts exam, and now I'm very confident to sit in this exam to achieve my desired score.
Would you like to seek advice of this friend in your future also?
Why not? Actually, he is one of my good friends and he always gives best advice to me, and every time I follow his advice, I get best results. So certainly, if I'm in trouble in future, I will seek his advice.
In what different matters people take advice from others?
There are numerous matters when people seek advice of others, sometimes from professionals and the other times from their near and dear ones. For example, youngsters seek advice related to their study, grown-ups seek advice related to profession, and sometimes related to their life partner. And many people seek advice related to their health issues from others. So there are so many different matters when people look for advice from others.
Why some people hesitate to take advice from others?
It's quite natural for some to hesitate because they think that others will consider that they are incompetent to solve the problems on their own. At the same time, they feel the fear that others may make fun of their situation. That's why they avoid seeking advice of others or sharing their problems with others.
How important it is for teenagers to take advice from their parents?
It is certainly very important for teenagers to take advice of the parents. The fact is that in teenage, their minds easily get distracted and there are high chances that they make wrong choices. It can be related to study or any other thing. For that reason, they must seek advice of their parents who have rich experience of life so that they can guide them in a better way.
Should professionals seek advice of their colleagues?
I completely agree because seeking advice from colleagues would help to develop a better atmosphere at workplace where each and every employee is willing to help or assist each other. At the same time, it would be a wonderful opportunity for junior employees to learn and polish their skills with the experience of their seniors.
Do you think some people give wrong advice intentionally?
Unfortunately, it is true in this contemporary era where people often feel jealous of each other and they really don't want others achieving success in their life. So they often try to mislead them so that they do not get the desired outcome.